Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I said, hey, welcome back to my channel. Hey y'all, I'm Jasmine W. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Y'all know I like to jump right into it, but first I must let you know that if you are in the DC or the DMV area and you have not purchased a ticket to come see me at the DC Comedy Loft on September 24th, baby, what are we doing and why are we doing it?
Period. What are we doing?
Get your ticket, okay? Listen, I don't ask y'all for nothing. I don't ask y'all for donations on this page. I don't ask y'all for
Nothing.
no kind of coins or nothing like that. All I ask is you donate to an organization. Whenever I ask for, people to donate to a particular organization or something like that on my Instagram stories, I ask that you like and share my content because that's what gets me paid by corporations. And I also ask that you just support my comedy. So come out. I'm really funny.
Duh.
Yeah, come see me. And of course, I meet and greet anybody who wants to stay after the show and wait for me to meet and greet so that I can talk to y'all. So I can't wait for the show and can't wait to see you there. Anyway, let's get into episode 6 of Ready to Love. Okay, that's the black business for this particular episode, me. Okay. I wrote down, Tommy, be quiet, because when Kat walked into the room, he's like, what time is the prom?
Not funny.
I would have said, not today. Not today. Be quiet. Because I'm like, why are you saying that, Tommy? Why are you saying that? Like, leave me alone. Anyway, let's get into the dates this episode. The first one, I don't even remember who it was. It was somebody with the braids, and I wrote down a guy, and then they were talking about kids. Who cares? Anyway, let's move on to Christopher and Sierra. Christopher and Sierra. On one of the past episodes, I was talking about how handsome Christopher is. I think he's a very handsome guy. I actually went and did my due diligence and found him on Instagram. Immediately got the ick.
Research.
Immediately got the ick, honey. It was giving, I want to be a model. It was giving, I want to be a model.
Bad.
Don't even have up-to-date headshots. It was giving, hey y'all, look, back in 2016, I took a photo with Trey Songz.
I mean, can you get more disgusting than that?
Baby, I got sick to my stomach. I didn't eat for 2 days after I saw that. I was devastated.
Devastated.
Because, baby, when I tell you Christopher, he is very good looking. He's single because he's wrapped up in himself and his own goals and all the things he has not accomplished.
Ooh.
Baby, you still hung up on being a model at this age? And what I'm saying is I used to do photo shoots in Dallas. I used to be a model in Dallas. I used to do free photo shoots all the time.
Free, no compensation.
I know what type of model he was. He was doing free runway, free photo shoots. He's talking about he walked in New York Fashion Week for who? Baby, because you didn't weigh about 100 pounds.
And your shirt was off and you didn't have abs.
Child, for who? Okay, for what? Black Men's Magazine or something? Child, let me be quiet. But anyway.
Black Men Dallas.
I said, his construction business that he said when he first got on the show that he had was nowhere to be found. Not one business in sight. And we're going to get to that at the end. But anyway, Christopher and Sierra were talking about, their ambitions and things like that. Of course, Sierra is a hairstylist. She's an entrepreneur, a CEO, a boss and CEO, okay? And she said something about a Birkin. She later said it was a joke. She made a joke about a Birkin, about wanting a Birkin, or have you ever purchased, or I want a Birkin, or something like that. And I wrote down, in my opinion, this is my opinion only, you do whatever you want with your life. Birkins are stupid. It's $50,000 for a purse, and there are people dying all over the planet. Did y'all see what happened in Hawaii? Do you know what $10,000 could do for a family? And you over here buying Birkins, $50,000 for a purse. Listen, I'm all for treating yourself, okay? But unless you are a billionaire, $50,000 for a purse is just ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. I can't think of a time where it makes sense. So, baby, unless you Cardi B, and they're gifting them to you, or you Beyonce, why do you need one? What are you gonna do with it? Put things inside it?
Hold it on your arm.
Oh, okay. And honestly, to be honest, no shade to nobody's kink and fashion and all of that things. $50,000 to a white company?
What?
Also, you can walk around and look cool. Baby, get the hell out. Anyway, that was my rant on Birkins. But I wrote down, baby, if you want a Birkin, you need to hang out in Magic City in Atlanta. Because if you got enough money to buy me a Birkin, baby, buy me a couple houses.
Okay. Few down payments.
Buy me a couple. I'm gonna need one for me, one for my child. Set us up.
Set us up, baby.
Condo, something. Birkin, baby, no, a Birkin. No, I want something in Brooklyn.
Okay.
A Birkin, honey, give me something in Berkeley. Okay, give me something in Burbank, honey. That's what I want. Anyway, let's move on to the next date with Chris, the Nigerian guy, Chris, not Christopher, and Jessica. I wrote down this was fake as hell. Everything about Chris is fake. I want y'all to know this. There's nothing authentic about him. Fake as hell. Anyway, when we walked up to Chris while he was on site at his real estate house that he's about to sell, he was like, "Oh, thank you, man."
For what?
And what was y'all meeting about? Not a goddamn thing. What you... Anyway.
Fake ass Nigerian guy.
I wrote down that Chris might be fake as hell, but Jessica, she is not flirty and she is not soft. I said she looks like she withholds sex.
Ooh, yes.
I also wrote down be soft. He don't like you. Let me tell y'all something.
Think about it. Think before you say it.
If you, how do I put this? Not all cisgendered heterosexual men, not all, but a lot, want somebody gentle, soft,
sensual, amen,
sexy, you know, kind. You can be honest, you can be firm, but you can still be soft about it. In fact, it actually work out a little bit better for you that way. I'm not telling you to be submissive.
No.
I'm telling you, instead of saying no, you say no. That won't be happening. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Period.
And it still won't be happening. But why you gotta be so firm?
Rough.
Baby, who wanna sleep on a mattress that firm?
Not me.
A lot of people are not gonna agree with what I'm saying. This is just my own personal philosophy. I'm from the South. Maybe that's a little bit of my traditional side coming out a little bit more. But I never, in a relationship, I would never be like, hell no. I would just say, no, I won't be doing that. What are we having for dinner?
It's less energy if you think about it.
Anyway, I'm just saying, like, there are times where you're going to have heated arguments with your partner, but you don't want to start off. You don't want to start off like that. No. I would probably give the same advice for people who work in corporate. Having that sort of like firmness doesn't make people want to be around you.
Especially men, you don't get nowhere.
So a little bit of a softer approach will get you a longer way, get you a little bit farther. Then you're on a date and you brought him lunch. Why are you acting like that? I don't know. Anyway, let's move on to Kat and Marvin, the freak, the kitty cat and the freaky cat. Kat asked Marvin if he could be monogamous, and he said yes. And I wrote down, Marvin will just say whatever. He's a liar. How can you be monogamous when later in the episode we find out that you want to see your girl sleep with other people?
Right.
You're what do they call it? A shag? A stag? You want to see your partner have sex with other people, but you want to be monogamous, but you're into it. I think that Marvin, and we know he was in the bottom this week. I'm just going to go ahead and talk about him. I think that he's ready to convince anybody of anything so that he can get closer to his goal. I think that men who have this sort of sexual appetite that he has in particular, I don't want to sex shame anybody because I can't say that I wouldn't be into a lot of things that Marvin is into, right? I can't say that. I don't know what he's into, and I consider myself to be a pretty open-minded person. However, I think that Marvin is the type of person who will lie and persuade and pursue and persuade and lie and lie and lie and get you closer to the things that he wants you to do. And I actually think that he's the type of person that enjoys that process. The process of getting control over you inch by inch until they get you to do exactly what they want you to do. I think that entire process probably excites him.
Just a guess.
And to me, I find that to be dishonest and deceitful. Go to the community that you like to be a part of and find somebody who is into the things that you are in. I think that the problem is Marvin probably finds it difficult to have the lifestyle that he wants and somebody he's attracted to, and also somebody who he not is only sexually attracted to, but somebody he wants to continue a family with and get everything in one package. So he takes the woman who wants to have a family, takes the woman who he sees a future with because of all the other things he wants, and tries to enfold them into his sex life, versus falling in love with a woman who is a part of that lifestyle already and then seeing if they want to build a family. He doesn't know how to do the opposite. It's difficult either way, I think. I don't know a lot about that community, but I would imagine a person who's this sexually free, a person who, is a part of this lifestyle, probably doesn't want a lot of the things that he wants over here on the family side. So he's looking to convert somebody. I think that he's probably successful a lot of the times at converting somebody over into the lifestyle that he wants, because there are a lot of people who are probably open to a lot of things that he's open to. But I think that this is an indication, if he hasn't found somebody yet, that there's a lot of things that are over or outside of a lot of people's boundaries that he's into. And the longer you're with him, the more you get pushed into that world. And it probably becomes too much for a lot of the people. So that's why I think he needs to find somebody who's a part of that world already. But yeah, that is my 100% breakdown on him.
That's just a guess. I'm not a doctor.
Anyway, yeah. Let's move on to Janelle and Quentin. Janelle's 41 and Quentin is 34 years old. This is not a match.
Period.
Anyway, they have a huge age difference. Quentin said he's passionate about adoption. Listen, I think that Janelle at 41 should know that somebody who is 7 years younger than her is just simply not a match. It's not a match. And I don't know why she's not seeing that. That's just my own personal point of view. Anyway, he said, we're going to have sex. That's what he told Janelle. And I wrote down, he's right. Because she said, oh, okay, I didn't know that. She's into it.
No objection.
And she said that she's into his boyish quality. I'm like, what boyish quality does Quentin have? He's a very tall, built personal trainer. You talking about glasses? You talking about glasses? Because what's boyish about him? You talking about the fact that he's smiling at you, or? Okay. I think Janelle's a little bit childish. I think Quentin is doing exactly what he's meant to do. Play the game, talking sweet, saying all the right things, wearing glasses, wearing button-up shirts. It's very on brand, okay? Janelle is a little bit childish if she's not picking up the cues here. He's sexually attracted to her. She's sexually attracted to him. She wants somebody who can pick her up, and he can. Why don't y'all just get busy then? Why are we talking about family? Anyway, let's move on to Kyra and Herbert. Why are y'all doing TikToks?
Okay. That's the first question.
Anyway, let's move on to Kyra and Maurice. Maurice, who's health conscious, he wants somebody who is just as healthy and health conscious as he is. They out getting ice cream pops, dessert, frozen pops with white chocolate drizzled on top. And he was looking at the pops like this.
Drooling.
Did y'all catch that? He was staring at the pops more than he was staring at Kyra. Yeah, we know you love healthy stuff. Child, just say you like a little ice cream sickle. Anyway, Maurice said that his everyday life is rooted in Black culture. I'm really interested and curious to know how. Maybe I need to look at his Instagram. I wasn't interested, that's why I didn't, but maybe I need to. Anyway, Kyra is a hypocrite. She didn't like the fact that Maurice looked at her after she's made multiple comments that also came out in Nephew Tommy's Tabernacle about her saying this is too Black for me, or this is not what I'm used to, and her saying that most of her friends are white, and for her saying she's comfortable around white people and all this stuff. Now Maurice is saying, you know, are you passionate about Black culture like me? And she's saying, oh, I'm offended. Did you not just accuse this man over here of only liking white women? And then Latino women.
Right.
Who can also be white. And now you're offended when somebody said sort of the similar thing about you. Girls, get out of my face. Anyway, he said that they don't match, and I agree.
Anyway.
I wrote down, Kyra, did he judge you wrong? She said she had a lot of white friends, and now you feel like it was a slap in the face. Well, I guess y'all slapped each other then. Anyway, Lee and the freak went on a date. The freak who likes to do booty hole worship. And he said he's into forced orgasms.
Now, I need to Google that.
Anyway, I wrote down Lee's lashes are too heavy. When you have eyes that just are a little bit like turned downward, wearing lashes that are really, really heavy like that can give you a snuffleupagus vibe.
Who?
I think Lee's absolutely stunning. She's gorgeous. But if she just lightened her lashes up, give a little bit more of a natural lash, and less heavy eyeliner on the top, I think it would like brighten up her eyes a little bit more, and she wouldn't look so sad, honestly, because it's kind of like giving. She has a very kind face, you know, a face that just honestly the face that really evokes sort of the epitome of a Black woman to me. Just the empathetic and very kind, soft face, but the lashes are too heavy. Yeah, that would be my feedback for her. And the eyeliner is a little bit too heavy. If she just lightened it up around the eyes and stuff like that, even the brows, even like a natural brow, less lash, less eyeliner, give us a little bit more. She has beautiful lips. Give us lip, give us cheek, give us highlight, you know? Yeah. Anyway, and it doesn't help because she also has very low energy. I feel like a lot of people on this season on the show have low energy. We need some people to liven it up. I think they threw Kyra in to kind of give us that energy that we need, but her energy's not good.
Exactly.
None of the guys have high energy. None of the guys are fun. They're too busy trying to be cool, calm, and collected. You know what I mean? It's just giving very blah. I wrote down everybody boring. Anyway, when Marvin was talking to Lee, I think he's lying. And I said he needs to be 100% himself and find a freak. I think that Lee needs to work on her conversation. yeah, she's, baby, it's giving. None. So what you like to do? Okay. Yeah, that's what it's giving. Girl, come on, give us something. Give us a story. Personal moment. Anyway, we get to Nephew Tommy's tabernacle, and some of the notes that the ladies gave was that Herbert is not consistent, Chris is not consistent, Christopher is not consistent. They don't like you. They're not consistent because they don't like you. I don't think any of the guys like any of the women on the show, honestly. And it's not that these women aren't great catches. I think Sierra's very lively. I think she's a great catch. I think Janelle's a great catch. I think Lee's a great catch. I think Kat is a great catch. Why are you not interested in these women, guys? Because y'all not on the show for the right reasons.
They interested in themselves.
Anyway, we found out that Marvin is a stag. He likes to watch his partner sleep with other people. Not mad at it. Anyway, I wrote down Janelle and Jessica have very negative energy to me. Janelle's a little bit better than Jessica. We already talked about this, but you guys have to change your perception. Janelle, every time we get into the Nephew Tommy's tabernacle, she's ready to tussle.
Exactly.
It's Nephew Tommy's tabernacle, not Nephew Tommy's tussle-nackle.
Exactly.
Okay? Or Nephew Tommy's tussle tavern. Calm your ass down.
And you calm down too. She got you hype.
Anyway, I just think that y'all go get a massage, go get a facial, relax. Why are you so tense?
Why?
That I'm really trying to figure that out about them. Do some facial massage. Do some dry brushing. Get rid of the tension. Get rid of the... Anyway, why did Nephew Tommy pull a baseball out of his ass?
Booty hole.
Somebody explain that to me. Why did he reach down and pull a baseball out of his ass? And talk about, I got a curveball for y'all.
I think when he farted, it came out. I don't know.
Anyway, he said he's going home to make love to his wife by himself. I thought that was funny. And at the end of the day, Marvin, Mauricio, and Christopher were on the bottom. We already talked about Marvin, who ended up going home. Kyra and Christopher sat down. He said he's got a lot in common with Kyra. Like what? Anyway, the girls said that he was selling himself versus telling about himself. And he was like, how am I supposed to talk about myself? And y'all say I'm being fake. Honestly, he was being fake. He said he went to school to be a doctor. He said he had owned a construction business. He said he walked on New York Fashion Week. He said that he owned a ranch and a farm. He's a cowboy. Shut your ass up. You lying. You lying about everything. You're a liar. You're a habitual liar. Okay? You lied about everything. And he's full of excuses. Well, one of the girls said you weren't consistent. Well, she wasn't really feeling me. You got a lot of excuses. That's why you ain't where you want to be.
Ooh! Where I wanna be.
Anyway, and then he also tried to throw shade at Sierra for using Uber. She was gonna be drinking, maybe. Maybe she wanted to get home safely and responsibly. And I say that with an emphasis on Dallas because Texas has more DUIs than any other state last time I checked. So people in Dallas need to be using Uber more. It's not an indication that she doesn't have a car, can't afford a car. Times have changed. The hell? Anyway, Lee sat down with Mauricio and said he gave homie vibes. I wrote down he can go home too. All three of them could have went home. Can we bring in 3 new guys, please? Child, that's it. Honey, subscribe to my channel. Hell, this was... The videos are worth waiting for. The videos are worth waiting for, honey.
Period.